So today I'm taking a little detour on my little project to kind of go through the constitutional rights that are so important right now as the administration in Washington and in Tallahassee seems to be attacking core constitutional rights in this country. The Constitution, remember, is supposed to be the framework for all laws and the way government functions. One of the questions that keeps coming up is, when we talk about what's happening in Minnesota with the campaign there by ICE to kind of attack everybody, but supposedly targeting violent, non-documented immigrants. The question is, well, these people, they don't have any rights anyway. They're not in this country legally. And I need to, I'm not a lawyer, but I know how to read. And I did some research, and it turns out that the Constitution applies to people as long as you're within the United States. You are covered by constitutional rights, whether you are a citizen or not, whether you enter the country legally or not. That's not David Porter's interpretation of the thing. That's what the United States Supreme Court said. And as these politicians like Pam Bondi and Kristi Noem like to say, this is a country of laws, and laws apply to them, but don't apply to everybody else. So just to tell you that in 1903, Supreme Court in the Japanese immigrant case, reviewed the legality of deporting an alien who had lawfully entered the United States, clarifying that an alien who has entered the country and has become subject in all respects to its jurisdiction and a part of its population could not be deported without an opportunity to be heard upon the questions involving his right to be and remain in the United States. Then later on, the Supreme Court, in another case, in some other cases, extended these constitutional rights to all aliens within the United States, including those who entered unlawfully. And the court declared, aliens who have once passed through our gates, even illegally, may be expelled only after the proceedings conforming to traditional standards of fairness encompassed in due process of the law. So, again, just to review, the Constitution applies to everybody within the United States, whether you're a citizen or not a citizen, whether you enter the country legally or not legally. Again, I'm not a lawyer, look it up yourself, but this is what the Supreme Court has decided. Okay, so if we are a country of laws and we're so worried about what's legal or not legal, this is what the Supreme Court decided. So in answer to all those people who keep telling me, well, these people, they don't have any rights anyway, they shouldn't be in this country. If they're in this country, even if they're not documented, they still have constitutional rights. Thank you. And before I forget, fuck Donald Trump, fuck MAGA, and fuck ICE while I'm at it.